Bow wow, welcome to DogStar.
Each week we sit down with a star of rap and R&B, and this week we have the pleasure of sitting down with N3rd4King.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what's poppin'?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming through. It's a little behind the scenes. It hasn't been too long since we all shared a studio, but if you're just joining us, we're glad you made the time to stop by, chat with us.
Man, thank you guys. Like, it's a pleasure to be here. For real, it's really a pleasure. It's honor, blessings.
It's been
Thank you.
cool spending so much time with you lately.
Yeah, that means a lot.
And same to you guys, man. You guys are awesome.
Well, we're about to dive into the music, to Armageddon Productions, and more. Let's get into it.
Let's do it like Trey Songz.
Exactly. So let's start at the beginning. Are you from Minnesota?
Originally, I'm from Chicago.
So, okay.
Born and raised. Southside born. You know what I'm saying? Southside raised, I mean, Wild Hunteds, 109th and Wentworth, 111 at Ashland. I could go on all day, but we ain't got time.
I mean, before you moved to Minnesota, who was in control of the radio growing up?
Man.
Who was the most musical in the household, you know? Where did you first
Oh,
start
man.
vibing?
Well, first of all, much love to my Uncle Floyd Irvin. He was on the R&B group. I don't remember the name of it. I ain't gonna cap with you, but I do remember that he was signed to Motown for a little while.
Wow. Holy
So that was
moly.
dope. My older brother, I guess he was the, wannabe Michael Jackson of the house. You know what I'm saying? He was the singer. He was the, you know what I'm saying, the dude. My little brother was the dancer. Much love to my little brother Cameron. Cameron Harris. He was the little dancer. You put on Stomp the Yard, man. Listen. Oh, man. Chris Brown ain't got nothing on my brother, man, for real. And I just feel like, I really got into hip-hop through, radio, listening to Do or Die, Twister, Common, The Brat, so many others, man. So many East Coast rappers, West Coast rappers, metal, you know what I'm saying, metal music and like stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying, just, went on from there.
Now, you brought up, your siblings were artistically inclined.
Mm-hmm.
Did your family, much like my family growing up, make you perform at family events?
God, no.
No, okay.
We didn't have family functions.
Okay, not even before dinner. To get maybe a sweet, you got to perform in front of everybody.
Oh no, we didn't really have family functions like that. My family ain't like that.
Then what was your first exposure to being in front of a crowd? What was the earliest? You can remember? Was it church or school, maybe?
Yeah, it was church. It was church. Man, my auntie. Actually, now I ain't even gonna put place blame on her. I'm gonna put blame on myself. I was just like I am today. I love to, do things. I want to be in control of things in the sense of like, how can I help? Be active in this, and the third, and church is no different, man. I wanted to be an usher. I wanted to be a deacon. They was looking for singers in the choir, and hello, let me join. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? Doing all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna say church. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely say church. Church was the go-to. You know what I'm saying? I want to praise his name. All that good songs and whatnot, and the pastor. You know the pastor, boy. You real cool with the pastor if you could sing.
Oh,
if you real cool with the pastor if you could sing, you do things around the church and whatnot. So yeah, that was it.
Getting in good, yeah. And then so I don't know when did you move to Minnesota? That was later in life, like after high school. After
from Aurora, Illinois. 2003. Stayed right here in downtown St. Paul.
Hold on, isn't Wayne's World set in Aurora, Illinois?
I don't know.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt.
I was so young during that time. I didn't know. I was doing other crap. I ain't gonna cap with you.
Right.
But we moved to the family shelter downtown St. Paul for a little bit, and then moved to the east side, I'll say about a year later.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? St. Paul, east side, Burr Street, You know what I'm saying? Case, you know, Payne Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Made my name out there, doing what I was doing out there. You know,
And what
volunteering
age
work.
What age is this?
13
Okay,
to.
okay.
Who goodness, 13 to 16.
All right.
Nice.
Formative years,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, man. Just, you know, doing what I wanted to do, you know, far as like, you know, volunteering and hanging out, you know, doing things for the other kids my age and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was cool, you know what I'm saying?
Outside of church,
Outside of church.
when did music start calling you? You know, you didn't get sick of it doing it every weekend at church, did you?
Music have always been a part of me. But when it comes to like this hip hop, man, hip hop always been in my DNA. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't all the way church, you know what I'm saying, just because I performed at church.
Right.
I wasn't a full church. I'm not gonna cap, but I always used to write poetry first, you know what I'm saying? I was doing spoken word first. And
like,
then
are we talking even younger than 13?
No.
Okay,
It started around 13, 14. You know what I'm saying? I was doing spoken word situations in Hardin.
Sick.
Skills for Tomorrow before they closed, and Gordon Parks when they had an evening school a long time ago.
Ooh, I never knew that.
Arlington Hills Library, which is now the Monk Center on the east side. Yeah, we used to do a whole lot of like open mics. I used to do a whole lot at the Salvation Army right off Payne too.
Sick.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the importance of even events like an open mic are in this digital age? You know, they seem few and far between.
No, it's extremely important. It's about as important as it is to have a podcast. You know what I'm saying? The online radio. You know what I'm saying? Because without us, you know what I'm saying, giving other people a platform to sit down, you know what I'm saying, talk about their history and their music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the world wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying, know about them like that. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's really important. That's really important.
Right. I like that.
Yeah, so you were sharing your own original poems at like 13, 14.
Mm-hmm.
What did that, like, do you feel like that had been missing in your life before that point? Or was it just like something you were applying yourself to now that you knew it existed?
I would say more I was applying it to myself. I was always, like, my people's always got on their nerves because I was always humming beats.
Yeah.
I was always humming beats, and I always be freestyling to myself.
Flowing through you.
You know what I'm saying? So doing that, you know what I'm saying, writing just became, you know, I was already an artist. I was already drawing. Oh, you know what I'm saying, sketching anime, sketching Dragon Ball Z pictures and Yasha pictures and whatnot. So like writing poetry just came next to that. You know what I mean? And me freestyling just became one of those situations where it was like, man, I need to save what I'm saying so that I can use it later for this beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. So yeah, just pretty much
being able to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Along with graffiti, you know what I'm saying, tagging and whatnot. That another form of art.
I mean, if you can say, what was your first tag, or was it just the name?
I used to just, so I don't know if y'all guys remember the era of the airbrush shirts. Everybody with the airbrush shirts.
Oh, yeah.
So I used to sell art pictures of me drawing out the cursive name of their name and then just like shading it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And
with airbrush or markers or
no, with
whatever?
a pencil.
Oh, okay.
And just like, you know, put a dope little design on it,
Sick.
and sell it to you for $5.
Hey,
And so it was a hit. You know what I'm saying? And tagging just came from that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything just
that natural progression.
You know, right. You know what I'm saying? Everything just became an evolution. You know what I mean? I'll do this and then it'll turn to that. I'll do that and then it'll turn to this. So, you know, it's crazy because these locks is another demonstration of that too. You know what I'm saying? Because on the east side, I used to always rock a do-rag. You know what I'm saying? You would never see me with anything on my head. You always see me with a do-rag. But everybody rocking do-rags, you know. Either if they keep it flat, and you know what I'm saying, just leave it flat, or if they tie it up and make it look like a ponytail, right? So what I would do is cut the ends into strips and put beads on it, colored beads on it.
Whoa.
So a lot of homies thought that I had braids the whole time. I'm like, no, I ain't got no braids, bro. This is a do-rag. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, customizing it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that transition to me now having locks. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always wanted long hair. You know what I'm saying? Well, my peoples didn't know how to do hair, and my didn't know how to comb hair. So, you know what I'm saying? When I met somebody that knew how to do twisties, bow. Got my beautiful, dope king, you know what I'm saying, full of energy locks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fantastic.
Locked in.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of locking in, when did you first record some of these poems or songs? Was it just on your phone at the time? Was it on a computer or a program?
So, not too far from here, like I was telling y'all earlier. Shout out to my boy, Daniel Jefferson. We stay, and shout out to Stash Stacks. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know, me and Stash Stacks got mad history. You know what I'm saying?
I did not know.
Mad history. Shout out to Stash Stacks.
Friend of the podcast.
Once again, one of the few people that knew, you know what I'm saying? I seen Stash Stacks when he first started his career.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like when he first started his. Me and Stash Stacks' careers was supposed to start at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's real 100. Because the same place that he was recording his music was the same place Armageddon Productions was born too. Facts.
I did not know that.
That is an actual fact. You know what I'm saying?
What are the chances?
But not too far from here, Glendale. First song we did was I had just seen Get Rich or Die Trying. And that beat, when it rains, it pours. That beat called to me. So I would download that beat and just listen, keep that mud on repeat. Keep writing to it. Just keep writing to it. One day I went over to bro's crib, tried to record it, and that's when I found out the woo was gone. So it's like,
dang. Well, no, we appreciate you taking us down memory lane. We like to kind of do it chronologically for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of history. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, much love to Stash Stacks. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at him and I'm like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't talk about it as much because we don't hang out as much. But if, you know what I'm saying, if we did ever sit down and talk, you know what I'm saying, I'd be like, yo, look at how far you came and then look how far I came. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, we came a long way. Like, y'all just meeting the long dreadhead guy that y'all see before you. I knew this dude when he had short locks. You know what I'm saying? Still, you know what I'm saying, still flexing the way that he flexing today. And his music back then, like the foundation of his music from back then to today is just amazing. You know what I'm saying? So much love to Stash and Vonnie 500, but mostly Stash, because me and him was literally in the same basement. The same basement. In fact,
oh my gosh.
In fact, I don't know if Stash remember, but a lot of his early songs, I was in the basement right literally on the side of his shoulder as he was recording.
What?
Facts.
That's amazing.
History. You know what I'm saying?
Truly.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, like Armageddon been around for a long time, but the birth of Armageddon Productions himself, you know what I'm saying, doing it by self. But you know what I'm saying, to answer your question on when I first started doing my first song, when I did my very first song as an artist, 2015, working actually at a college apartments not too far from Glendale, right behind Glendale Townhomes.
Sick.
And I'm using SoundCloud. I think my first song was called Remembrance. Yes.
And were you going by N3rd4King for your first song?
No, I was going by the great D'Angelo at that time.
Was that your first artist name?
Yes.
We want to get them
That was my first artist name. D4 or DA,
Yep.
GR8, and D'Angelo. And I'm like, I didn't like it after a while. But 100% truth though, I've always been N3rd the King. I've always been N3rd the King, even before the great D'Angelo, even before the music. My tag was always N3rd the King.
Okay. And where does that name originate? I know you have revealed on other interviews, but if you could for our audience.
So originally, during the swag era of hip hop, you know, everybody calling themselves something swag. I used to call myself Nerdy Swag King, and I hated that. I'm like,
yeah, how long did that last?
roughly about 3 years.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Roughly
wow.
about 3 years. It was actually supposed to have been one of my wrestling names too.
That's a pretty cold wrestling.
Right.
Yeah, so it was supposed to have been like Dwayne, and then, you know, you have the wrestling little name, Nerdy Swag King Harris.
I mean, keep.
Dude, I know I'm finna get roasted.
No, I think you got to hold on to that name.
But man, over, you know what I'm saying, over time I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna change it. I think I like N3rd the King. And originally it was gonna be spelled exactly how it was said.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I don't like, maybe if I put the A in there, you know, hopefully it'll be different. And then I didn't like it. I didn't like the 3-word thing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make it one entire word. N3rd the King. So N3rd4King. You know what I'm saying? That's how that spelling was born. It was 2015.
And was it hard to switch your name, or you just already wanted to?
Like I said, N3rd the King was always my name.
Right.
But when I started my career, the great D'Angelo, I wanted to use that, see, you know what I'm saying, how that would work out. I didn't think it worked out. I think it worked out good, but I didn't, me personally, I didn't like a name because I felt like if somebody wished to call me up on stage, instead of it sound like an artist name, it sound more like a wrestling name. And so I said, you know, what if I did like a T.I. versus T.I.P. thing?
Yeah.
So that, you know what I'm saying, that came across, you know what I'm saying, with certain songs that I did, you know what I'm saying, where I was starting to transition from the great D'Angelo to N3rd the King. And so I think my album, The Great D'Angelo, is a contest to that.
We are sitting down with N3rd the King here on DogStar. We'll be right back.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Welcome back to DogStar.
We're sitting down with N3rd the King, CEO, artist, podcaster, radio host, booker, show promoter,
Philanthropist.
Exactly, man.
A multifaceted member of the community. Yeah.
Make sure you follow him on Instagram, N3rd4King, N3rd King.
Follow me on all platforms. Can you dig it?
I mean, while we're at it, follow Armageddon Productions on Instagram at Armageddon Productions LLC.
And then on the Facebook side of things, it's looking like Armageddon Productions LLC and Armageddon Radio are the two groups that you're going to want to check out to grab that.
Yeah.
And then I think the YouTube channel is currently called Armageddon Podcast, but that's got some of the music on it as well. So good to check out. And that's the CEO we mentioned earlier, CEO of Armageddon Productions. We were talking a little bit.
Me?
We were talking a little bit about the birth and, you know, or whatever you want to call the very, very beginning attempt at it. But tell us more about Armageddon Productions. What made you want to, what made you want to form something like that versus just do open mics?
It was a combination of everything. I was married. I was going through a divorce. Deeply depressed. Basically, I had that going for a little bit. People constantly telling me that they was going to put me in the studio in the back of my mind, but people never did it. People telling me they was going to help me get signed,
Oof.
and that never ever materialized.
Jeez.
So one day, I met a dude that was at one point was cool as hell. That at least that I thought was cool as hell. Who taught me how to use Audacity and how to mix vocals and stuff like that. And so, you know what I'm saying, that's basically what I did 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019 is just grind. You know what I'm saying? Hard, long fudging nights, excuse me. Long nights.
But recording your own stuff or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Recording my own vocals. Erasing them, redoing them.
right.
Throwing away songs, starting up new songs, promotion, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because the way that I started my music career is the same way I started my podcast career. Crazy.
How's that?
With a phone.
I mean,
I literally,
the pocket computer.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Much love to you. I can't stand YouTube, but you know, going live on YouTube, on Facebook, I set the phone down, just play music off my desktop. That's all I did. And people kept asking me to play their music, so I was in those SoundCloud music groups.
Oh, okay.
And I be seeing people go live, playing people's music, but also charging them. So I figured, well, I'll just do it, but I won't charge them, and just go from there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's huge,
basically
though.
just recorded my first album on half of my first album on SoundCloud on my phone, and then finished that first album that I mixed myself. Did a second album, my first collab album, The Great Black Kings, and so many others. You know what I'm saying? And recorded some really talented artists, both featured and singles of their own.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, man, like I said, just, you know, going from there.
And I think Audacity is a free software. Is there any other equipment you needed in order to like start doing that for yourself and other people?
Well, for me, it was just it was just a microphone. You just need a microphone and headphones, and just go from there. You know what I'm saying? Record and go from there.
And
you know what I'm saying?
It's not to get into the weeds too much, but how do you mix a song to sound good? Because I mean, I feel like I can tell when a song isn't mixed good. It sounds like the track, or it sounds like the vocals aren't like part of the song. But like, what are you even doing to master it or level it or whatever you
I use
call
Audacity to mix my vocals as well. I have an ear, you know what I'm saying? And just like you said, like some songs are good, some songs are bad. You know what I'm saying? When you extort them, I like to listen to them. I like to listen to them over and over and over again. So if it's not mixed to my liking, I'm finna go back to Audacity or that's all, and I'm finna remix it again. Or I'm gonna turn it down, or I'm gonna turn it up, or I'm gonna turn it down. And sometimes I record using less than half the volume, unless the beat is already low and I can't hear it. The highest on the volume that I use to record, it's about like 65% of the volume out of the 100. But I use like 50% of the volume to record my tracks, which helps. You know what I'm saying? It also helps your voice be heard on the beat, and it also, you know what I'm saying, helps the, you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying, like if for some people when you turn the music all the way up and you record, some people they scream in the mic and they muffle in the mic, and so when you hear that screeching sound,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's annoying. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You could just, if you turn it down to 50 or 45% of the levels. You ain't. First of all, you don't. You can still use your loud voice to record, but you don't have to be so loud with it when it's, you know what I'm saying, halfway, you know what I'm saying, turned up.
Right.
That's how I usually record, not just mix from there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I need mix, sometimes it don't.
That's so fascinating, and we appreciate you sharing your process.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I just gave out a whole lesson. My bad.
We're sitting down with Professor N3rd4King.
No, I don't want to steal anything from nobody. Much love to Professor Fresh. He's the only professor I know.
Hey, shout out Professor Fresh.
Straight up,
you know what I'm saying? Much love to bro. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to ask what your first performance was after these like 5 years of grinding, or were you getting out to some open mics while all this was going on, 2015, 2016?
My first open mic was in St. Paul. I don't remember the place, but it was a really great place. Shout out to my boy Tony Fulford, who put me onto that part of the group Losers out here. For everybody that know, put your L's up. And then my first show, shout out to B&E Music, who, you know what I'm saying, Papa Squat, man, much love to bro. He the one gave me the first stage. He was the one that gave me my first stage at his crib for the Halloween party. It was dope.
Sick.
It was so dope. After that, I was performing at like little small stuffs, little like nothing places, places where it was like 5-6 people in the audience. And
are you nervous at this point, or is this?
I've never been nervous to perform. That's real 100. I've never been nervous to perform.
I just felt at home on stage.
Yeah, I mean,
that.
I literally like, you know what I'm saying. As a teenager, you know what I'm saying, I would be gaming and whatnot. Favorite artist, Kanye West. Listening to Graduation, The Late Registration. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there rapping Major. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in there rapping some of his songs. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was just natural. And plus, I love pro wrestling, so cutting a promo was like hard, like nothing to me. It's just talking ish. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's second nature. You know what I'm saying? That's why spoken word was never a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? Because, just throw yourself out there. It's okay. If you mess up, it's fine. Just pick yourself up and keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's not even about the fans. It's just being able to just, you know what I'm saying, sit there or stand there and just do your thing. Let loose, cut, you know what I'm saying? What people say, cut the rug. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Just let loose, you know what I'm saying? Just, man, bro, I've grew up watching so many black movies of our, you know what I'm saying, of our artists, of our ancestors just performing on stage and kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I've always just wanted to be one of those. You know what I'm saying? So when you get on stage, you one of those. So take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I do.
Heck yeah, it shows. You are one of them for sure.
I'm trying, man. I really am. You know what I'm saying? I look at pioneers like Ray Charles and, you know what I'm saying, The Temptations and, Teddy Pendergrass and Curtis Mayfield. And, even, even in hip hop, Curtis Blow. You know what I'm saying? Tribe Called Quest, KRS-One, LL Cool J, you know what I'm saying? NWA, you know what I'm saying? All of these artists, man, they wouldn't have been able to take a shot if they didn't get up on stage and just, you know what I'm saying? Yo, just let loose, just be you, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. So I've never really been nervous.
That's lucky, man. That's lucky.
Good thing I got my glasses on. Okay, maybe I've been nervous, maybe one time, but that's it. But and even that one time, I wasn't even that nervous. You know what I'm saying? I think anybody would feel some type of way if you opening up a show for R.A. the Rugged Man.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it was the
stakes are high.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's my chance to prove myself. So I ain't trying to jack up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, does preparation help with that nervousness?
Oh, that and a lot of weed. For real, yo. That and a lot of weed. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm confident in self. So, you know what I'm saying? I know that when I hit that stage or when I hit that mic, yeah, you finna get the best out of me.
That
And
confidence and talent.
For real. And if I don't give you my best, then it's okay. Here, let me hit you with this one real quick so you can hear my best. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it's supposed to go.
I love that.
For real.
I wanted to ask what characteristics you look for in long-term collaborators, whether they're producers, musicians, you know, even life partners. What are you looking for in the people who are close to you, or what shared attributes do you think they have?
Respect, honor, you know, being real with oneself. You know what I'm saying? Non-judgment. Man, a lot. You know what I'm saying? I look at myself and I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I never portray myself to be. But one thing I can say is I have a lot of people that know me, that know my character. They know how loving I am. They know my respect is barred none. They know that my drive is overdrive.
Oh, yeah.
They know that the responsibilities of, they know that me knowing that the responsibilities of a king is hard. But I'm not going to quit. The grit is real. You know what I'm saying? I'm outspoken, whether people like it or not. You know what I mean? But I mean it with respect.
Right.
I mean it with love, and I mean it with a lot of the care in my heart. So, you know, what I give out is what I usually look for people to give me back. You know, I truly believe in equivalent exchange because it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's the law of life. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you know, people say that respect is earned and it's given, you know what I'm saying? It's earned. Yeah, that is definitely true. But I also believe that in order for one person to earn respect, you must give it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I look for those kind of people.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? To be around me and my circle, my family. I don't do fake energies. I can't stand fake energies. I'm quick to call people out for it. I can't stand liars. And understand when I say liars, I mean not white lies. I mean, we all can tell a little white lie, a little here, there, right? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with a little white lie. You drunk the Kool-Aid, but you don't want nobody to know you drunk the Kool-Aid. Stop white lying. No, you drunk the Kool-Aid. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? But, you know,
that long-term line to your face, that evil,
that snake slithering, suckering, succotash. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand that. You know what I'm saying? The backstabbing, the disloyal, the man, I can't stand that kind of energy. And you know, I try not to let energies like that affect me or the people around me, because in order to allow such things like that to affect you, you must care. And sometimes I care, so I will. Other times, if it's something that I feel that is I'm glad you're away from me type of situation, I'm not finna let it affect me. And so I like-minded people, positive energy, 360 all the way, divine. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge.
Love. If you ain't bringing that, we cool. You ain't bringing unity, we cool. For real.
No, I really respect that for sure. I wanted to ask about, real quick, before we jump into your discography, is there any significance between the 3 and the 4 in your artist name, or am I just overthinking things?
No.
Okay.
There's no
I know we were talking numerology before the show.
I said, it's all about graffiti. And it is crazy because if you know what I'm saying, if you do the math, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day you get the 7. You know what I'm saying? You get the 7 in it, and for all my mathematics people, y'all already know what 7 means. So, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to explain. So, But to some people it is a meeting. To others, it's just a 3 and a 4. To me, it's a beautiful name.
We are sitting down with N3rd4King here on DogStar. We got to take a break in about 1 minute.
Yeah, definitely follow him on Instagram.
Yes.
N3rd4King, N3rd4King.
N3rd4King.
Boom.
Godly work, baby.
And at Armageddon Productions LLC on Instagram as well.
And make sure you're streaming that every Monday and Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central.
Is that right?
Tune in.
Oh, yeah.
Tune in.
Yeah. Bow, wow, wow.
You already know.
We're going to be right back with more N3rd4King. Going through your discography, your available discography, and what is on the horizon. Maybe a little celebratory release date. Wink, wink, wink.
Stick around. We'll be right back. Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Welcome back to DogStar.
We're sitting down with the one and only N3rd4King.
Wolfpack.
Ooh, holding it down here on DogStar.
Yes.
We've been working our way through mainly the past. We want to focus on what's on the future, or excuse me, what's to come in the future, as well as your discography, which I learned today, not all of it is available to a diehard fan.
So a lot of my albums was deleted and stole from me, or the original recordings of it is gone. But Good Music Inc. Volume 1 and 2 is a consolation album of all of my first few albums that I worked on. From Good Music Inc. Volume 1 was originally my first album entirely.
Well, yeah, what year roughly was that?
2015.
Dang.
Yep, that was my first album that I did on the phone and on the laptop too. And it was my first project I did that I started using Audacity with.
Okay, flexing those skills.
Yeah, so it has The Day of Reckoning. That's the album I was thinking about.
Okay.
So it has my second album, The Day of Reckoning, The Chronicles of N3rd4King Volume 1 and 2 on The Great Black Kings, The Commercial, man, what else am I forgetting?
Man, those might be the 6.
I think those it. Yeah, those are the 6. You know what I'm saying? My first 6 albums, including some of my early homies from that was in Armageddon. From shout out to my boy Eddie McKenna, Kales. And yeah, that's it. I ain't gonna shout out anybody else from those first
and
few
those
albums.
are the only people. No, I'm just kidding.
But actually, there's one more person, Maya Matrix, Mia Maya. Y'all can go follow her on Instagram. She did some of the beats from They Know Me to No Clown Around. You know what I'm saying? She makes some really dope beats. Actually, the last beat that I did for her together that we worked together on was my song Takeover. You know what I'm saying? Which is, you can still go check that out on all platforms. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to every artist that I work with in the beginning of my career. I don't want to take anything, no matter how I feel about certain people. I still want to show love and admiration and be grateful for the time that I work with those artists and put in the hard work, put in the lyrics and, you know what I'm saying, mixing and everything. Shout out to my cousin, Zay Industries, Isaiah Seegers, who also gave me some of his best work from, goodness, man, I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart.
No worries at all. But I think that keeping that gratitude in your front pocket is huge.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, regardless of how I feel, history is history. And a lot of the homies that I work with in the beginning, they did give me their time. They did give me their trust and and admiration to do this, and we did. You know, we made a lot of great music. Shout out to my boy Quantimo as well, who did tons of great music with him. But you know what I'm saying, there were, you know, sometimes egos and personal situations comes into play.
Totally.
To where the recognition that, you know what I'm saying, the flowers and respect that a person like me want to give them, it's hard to give. It's not too hard to give, because like I said, I will always cherish the time and the work that we put in together on the music. But when certain relationships end the way they end, it's hard to really want to acknowledge them as a helping hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I'm, you know what I'm saying, there's a few people I'm gonna show love to, and the rest I'm not gonna give too much love to because of who they is and what they did and their character. But much love to Kels, Eddie McKinnon, DJ Maya Matrix, Quantimo. You know what I'm saying? Definitely y'all, for y'all, you know what I'm saying, gave me y'all best. Much love to my cousin Isaiah Seegers and Zay Industries. You know what I'm saying? Much love to him, especially him, bro. Much love to him, bro. I can't say enough about him.
And
but yeah.
Did you somehow regain access to the older tracks, or did you redo the tracks, and like what made you want to do that in 2023?
So with the collaborated albums, I already had downloaded. Some of them was already on my phone. Some of it was on my SD card and whatnot. So what I did was just, you know, some of those songs are memorable. You know, if you go and listen to Good Music Inc. Volume 1 and 2, I think those songs that I put on those two collaborative best of albums, I think those were some of the dopest songs, man. Like, really potential to, you know, get more plays and more views and more love that it deserved. I felt like some of those songs were very legendary, some very classic songs.
Oh yeah.
You know, I wouldn't say, you know, I'm gonna take legendary back, but I'm gonna definitely say classics.
It's about to become legendary. Give it a few more years.
Exactly,
You know,
man.
I said in one of my songs, you know, writing classics, writing more classics, and just classics and classics. You know what I'm saying? Something for the people to remember. Like one of my favorite songs, 612. Love that song, man. 612. To riding on my Nimbus cloud. Like one of my favorites, bro. To Gun. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eddie McKinnon, to Time Slipping, to Don't Waste My Time. This Is My Pride. One of my real nerdy songs. I love that song though. All the way to I Got This. You know what I'm saying? Just classics. I think we wrote some really, really great classical songs, man.
Definitely.
Like, you know, it may be old to me, but new to fresh ears, and when they listen to it, man, it's like, man, I didn't know bro was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all been making classics since 2016. Yeah. Because, you know, I write with the beat, what I hear the beat say sometimes, and I also write songs even before I get to beats. So, you know what I'm saying? If you know, man, you know. You know what I'm saying? I do want to take a page out of one of the Wu-Tang homies that said on Vlad TV that nobody really knows if they wrote a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody really knows if you wrote a hit. If you think you wrote a hit, if you automatically recorded a song and think you wrote a hit, you just playing yourself, right? So I'm not saying that I automatically knew that I wrote hits, but what I am gonna say is I wrote classics that even if they're not hits right now, when a person go back and listen to my old work, listen to Armageddon Productions, and they listen to a song called Smoking Weed Forever or Sober Until or my favorite Dark Vader.
Yeah,
They
or
listen
the Dark Vader remake.
You know what I'm saying? They listen to songs like that, classic. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a time where I used to wish to be on the stage and have people sing my songs. And now I've performed at many shows where people were singing my songs with me. And that's love, bro. That's classics. So I definitely say those first 2 albums were all classics. And like I said, I also wanted to give back to the ones before me that was here with me before, and give them they respect and they just do. But yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a great project. So yeah, like we were just saying, those 2 projects,
Compilation album, greatest hits.
Good,
That was a great
Good
way
Music
to put it.
Inc. and Good Music Inc. Volume 2 are on Spotify and everywhere. I assume.
Everywhere.
And yeah, that's how you can find some of the oldest music.
Yeah, if y'all wanted to check out like the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, fans can also find 225.
Oh man, see, 225 is not necessarily old. That was actually a birthday project.
Okay.
It was a birthday EP, 5 songs. Dope.
5 years old.
Man, dope.
Over 5
You know
years
what I'm saying?
old. Yeah.
I think my song Levitate on there, Cam Jones can't get enough of it. Love it. You know what I'm saying? He heard Levitate and was like, yeah, I want you to perform this at every one of my shows. And I'm like, I got you, but not everyone.
But it's that energy. It's that energy you captured, like you just mentioned. You didn't know it was going to be a hit.
Straight. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with, Devil in My Backseat. Like, man, I got so many songs I didn't even expect people to rock with or listen to or even care about.
What the heck?
Like, I made a song called The Rush, you know what I'm saying, which is like heavy metal, you know what I'm saying, into it, really put some anger behind it, some roar behind it. And,
hanging out with the B&E boys too much.
it was actually before the Glass Eyes situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But, I wanted to see how that went. And I, again, got mad views, mad love from it on SoundCloud when it was on SoundCloud. But there's a lot of songs that's big I wouldn't say big, but that I'm known for today that I did not expect to be known for.
It's tough to call. It's tough to call when you get done with the song. It's like, yeah, would you really bet? Would you really put money on whether this is going to be, whether the world's going to accept it the way you want them to? It's like,
Facts.
Good luck with that.
Facts.
Yeah, that's so cool.
2020 also saw the release of The Show, another 5-track treat for us.
I was really, The Show is actually a play from one of my older albums, The Commercial.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? I guess I wanted to go in a direction of where darker meets emotions. I think Out My Face is on that one. Y'all got me going to my Out My Face, you know what I'm saying, was a play to me telling people, like, you know what I'm saying, I got tired of people always looking at me and going, hey, do you have? Or can you help me with, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? And it's like, yo, sometimes I'm in a bad space, yo. Sometimes I'm hurting. Yup, Out My Face is on.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Get on out of my face.
It's
that one, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, I'm hurting too, bro. Like, I'm going through things too. But you don't see me just hanging around the homies and, you know what I'm saying, mooching off this person, mooching off that person. So 225 was really, You know what I'm saying? One of those, like, it was a dark situation, but it was also like more outspoken. It was a more outspoken EP. So I'm really proud of 225.
2022.
Or the show, I'm sorry.
The show, yeah.
Right.
2022 saw the release of the re-release, repackaging of 3 projects: The Great D'Angelo, B-Side Part 2, and Chronicles of Nerd to King Volume 3.
Yes. So
How you fit all that into 1 year?
So The Great D'Angelo, that was, like I said earlier today, that was like my ending for The Great D'Angelo.
Okay, that's transitioning into
Nerd to King.
Nice.
And Part 2, Side B, was, you know what I'm saying, a continuation for that.
Okay.
I decided to release it a couple years ago because on all platforms, because I felt like it was necessary to. The Great D'Angelo was, in my opinion, was a great album. It's not one of my favorites, but it was definitely a great album. Side B was a fun album to do. What people don't know is I actually used to have a laptop and have a YouTube mic that I would bring with me even to work, and I would record part of Part 2, Side B at work.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I really, like, those 2 albums was really great, but they were really hard too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got some older, you know what I'm saying, hitting y'all with a spoiler right now. I got some older. I have another album that is not out right now, but that was out a long time ago. One of my albums I'm very, very proud of. My 10th album, called X, will be coming out next month.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? On
you
all
heard
platforms.
it here.
Yeah,
exclusive.
So X was one of my favorite albums. It had Smoking Weed Forever. It had man, what else? It had so many dope hits on there, man. I can't remember all of them right off.
But you'll be blessing us with that
Oh
soon.
man, like, dude, that album. I think I performed that album real quick. Short story. I performed that album at a karaoke bar on Arcade, and all the homies over there loved that album. I felt like a star that day, man. Listen, I ain't gonna cap with you. Like,
I mean, you are a star.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate it, man. But, you know, when I look at people like Big Homie AK and DJ Cam and William Baker and T. LaShawn and just others, man, I look at them and KP
W.
KPW,
Oh,
yeah,
I
you know
thought
what I'm
you
saying?
meant,
Even
yeah, my
KPW,
bad.
you know what I'm saying? I look at guys like them and Carson Blue. I look at a few people like that, and they the ones that's the celebrities. I'm just a homie on the block. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of the culture. I love the culture, and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I know I have a bigger future. I have a bigger payout later, but I'm humbled enough to know my position in my lane in this situation.
I
You know what I'm saying?
love to hear that. We've got less than 1 minute left.
Oh, no.
In one sentence, what can you tell listeners about the album that dropped today? The
Yo.
brand new one.
Yo, album drops today, all platforms. Armageddon proudly presents the Black Album, N3rd the King, the 4th album. Tonight, check it out. Drop what you're doing and check it out.
Hey,
If I can give you any advice for any artist or any artist that's out here doing what they doing right now, be yourself. Love, peace, and everything else in between.
Well, love and peace to you, my friend. Seriously, thank you
you.
for making the time to sit down with us and sit down with fans. Keep doing what you're doing and leading the charge.
I truly appreciate it. Catch me at Armageddon Productions proudly presents the Friendsgiving November 26th and at the Development the 28th at Acadia.
Ooh,
Much love to y'all. Much love to Super Kush, and definitely much love to DogStar. Thanks.
It's been DogStar. Bow wow.
Bow wow wow.